bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your emotions. Fools! Time is meaningless in the halls of torment. For 1,000 years, Sai-Sahan will be broken.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years? Or 2,000 years? I can no longer tell. But I will never break.
Who dares to
Never.
defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear out your heart and make... What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai is in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
My strength.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly. Sai-Sahan, the mines of... We must recover.
The path ahead of us is a dark one. I've been at it. You're tired of walking? Very well.
Split up!
Such luck! Let us hope it continues. read
There you
about
are.
this
Come.
place
We
in a
must
book
talk.
from my time. It is quite different from what I recall. Perhaps I misremember. Pay me no mind.
I'm looking for...
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Do you smell this? It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind, each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile. What is this? The app! Quickly! We must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
Kasura!
Sai-Sahan! Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students
I can manage.
The Abbey is in
Please,
ruins,
help the
Kasura.
others.
How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rift to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think?
It's only a trap if
Trap?
you don't know about it. I
In
assume
the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies!
What are they thinking? We did what we had to.
Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey! Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Make this swift.
Sai, the Titan returns.
Ah, Sai-Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you. How many more of your friends must die, Sai-Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
My in...
I did not... Indeed. Follow me.
The hidden entrance will not be
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
it's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners. I can feel it. And I shall need it. Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. pledge myself to the destruction of Mannimarco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molad Bal.
The ring is yours.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Mannimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the Onaged to fight your battle?
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Hold the line! You must not get the ring! You are trained on your spells, Tommy. Rest in peace, Onaged.
Ancestors, I will avenge Mannimarco's blasphemy!
The ring is ours for the time.
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends.
I witnessed the Titans. And so we've...
The time. The catacombs contain two.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the amulet.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
Brings you to Sacred Tor, old friends. Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Menimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we must make him...
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear. Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep
Amulet
me
of
from
Kings is under
acquiring
the
the
protection of
amulet?
Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Menimarco.
Like Menimarco as a mortal. I think I would like him even less as a god. moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
That's that boy. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I've a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Cease your rattling. Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must
You mean
feel
a
very
crypt
much like
filled
home
with the
to
rotting
you,
corpses
Titanborn.
of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
Sword of my father. You will not win, Manamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manamarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
By the hidden moon. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here. Cover thee.
You are nothing. I am Manimarco.
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
I've not forgotten.
Thrive. Radin Vabazeri. Strength becomes you. With Gennadi's swiftness.
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations. In my sleep, I hear his tormenting. As you wish. Sai-Sahan has
greatest-
something he wanted to ask.
The five? We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we four have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth, and loyalty, and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
Stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long... I've been thinking... Bloody business. Me? What? A lot. One last thing. You like mead. I knew I liked you. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller. I suppose it is, but that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But with the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit. The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the Soul Burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you. Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Coldharbour, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual. More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I am the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Thaun has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our...
I am free to take in the sights. Azith Rabatami.
About your business. I shall be in Ebonheart waiting for you.
Fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.
Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Major... Yes, I want you...
Don't...
belongs to the ladies. Please, you are the intruder here.
by your side, Tamid. I will stay close to you, Tamid. I do not wish to lose my way. Fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.